Before we continue, we want to share a word from our sponsor. Yes, we have a sponsor, a great sponsor actually. Want to know how us DJs stay relaxed and engaged within this crazy industry? Our friends at Happy Valley Premium Cannabis Dispensary located in East Boston have held us down with essential pre-rolls, cartridges, vegan fruit drops, and Fingers' favorite, dark chocolate bars. At Happy Valley, their mission is to unlock the premium cannabis experience by providing consistent quality products and exceptional customer service anchored by industry-leading technology. And guest listeners, they have not disappointed. They provide some of the highest quality products in Massachusetts and are leading the charge to create a premium cannabis experience for you. Visit Happy Valley East Boston today to get 20% off a single accessory with the promo code DOPE. And tell them, but I know the DJ sent you. Let's go!
But I know the DJ.
Do you?
Welcome to episode 45 of But I Know the DJ, the original New England podcast discussing all things DJing, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture to the unfiltered opinions of hosts Snacks.
Give me snacks, baby.
DJ's Fingers and Cammy V.
DJ Cammy V.
Powered by Dope Entertainment. Today we have our first guest since returning on air. We are super excited to have him. He is an artist, Massachusetts raised, signed to Jazz Prince's YEMG. Currently working on an album. We welcome to the show MOSA.
Let's go.
She want the D.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, out off of a big birthday weekend in Boston. How was the party? It was big Saturday night at Icon. It looked like a movie. I wish I was there. I was in the building next door. But the videos I've seen, the recaps. He already got the photos on IG.
Yeah,
looked
bro.
like a movie. How was it?
It was insane. It was crazy. It was sweaty. You know?
That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, the best way to describe it.
Like somebody was bleeding on me. I was like,
What?
It was crazy, bro. I had like while I was performing, I noticed I had like a little blood stain on my shirt.
You're lying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
Did you figure out like who it was?
Nah, and then it was blood on like everybody's shirt.
What?
Everybody was
Jesus
like, "What's
Christ.
going on? Like, who was
What?
bleeding? Like, you know what I'm saying?"
Yo, that's
But
crazy.
It was pretty hectic, bro. It was crazy. It was a great turnout. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dope.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
making it happen.
And so for people who don't know, you come by way of Massachusetts. I know you were born in.
I was born in New York. I was born in New York, but I was raised in Lawrence at Haverhill.
Word.
You know, Haverhill most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm from out here, and then I moved to Houston like 2019 and stayed out there for like 3 years, and then just kind of worked on the brand and came back out here like, you know what I'm saying, with something to bring to the table. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Love that.
Yeah.
And how's it like coming back home?
It's dope, bro. It's a lot of love, especially like from the real ones, like the day ones, you know. I got to reconnect with a lot of people that I kind of disconnected from when I moved to Houston because, you know what I'm saying, I just kind of, it was like laser focused, like even family, like I had to separate like from everything, you know. And
How long ago did you move out to Houston?
2019 was when I did, but then like I just started coming back this year. Like this year it was the longest I've spent home, you know what I'm saying? It feels good. Yeah.
It seems like it's the consensus as an artist is to go out of Boston, to come back.
Yeah.
There's not really that much of a market out here, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like out here, I feel like you just gotta bring something to the table. Like at first, I felt like very like neglected. I was like, damn, like they're not showing, they're not embracing me, whatever. But it wasn't really that. It was just like bring something to the table.
It's real tough out here. It's real tough.
It really,
And as DJs, we hear so much from local artists. Oh, DJs ain't playing my shit. They're not going to play my shit in the clubs. The radio's out here not doing that. What was that breakthrough journey like for you?
I really didn't blame the DJs. Like I said, like it was just very, for me, it was like I gotta build myself up. You know what I'm saying? People only gonna like kind of swear, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, say whatever you want.
People only gonna fuck with you like if you really like bringing some shit to the table, bro. Like if you really like bring a purpose to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially the DJs as well. Like they're not gonna just like play. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in Houston as well. They were just like they played me. They showed me a lot of love, but it's because, you know what I'm saying, like Big Bro came and, you know what I'm saying, it was like, yo, this is my dog, and like, you know what I'm saying, I got to see what it was like to get the love from the DJ, and coming out here now, it's like reciprocating as well. It's like showing, like meeting you, you know what I'm saying, like that's just how it is now.
Yeah,
so.
Fingers and I both had the good opportunity, the
Yeah.
honor to be able to do parties with you and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
likewise.
And, we got your music on deck now and shit like that, and being able
Girls
to,
screaming,
have stuff.
and that was my first experience. Kind of, I was just like, "Yo, who is this?"
Yeah,
But then I was just like, I had to do my research. I'm like, I gotta go back. And that's
yeah.
when I got introduced to the album
Yeah.
that you dropped, and what a great project.
Thank you,
man.
bro.
Fire.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
and you were able to get a lot of big cosigns early, and we understand, I mean, there's different levels of cosigns, whether it's like local, then regional, then like worldwide cosigns, and you're fortunate enough to get some worldwide cosigns.
Yeah, bro.
How did you navigate that, and how did that make you feel kind of emotionally in terms of like reaction to that?
Honestly, like through Jazz Prince, you know what I'm saying, like being connected with them, like that's just their day to day. Like, you know what I'm saying, coming from over here, I never really experienced that. We didn't have like OGs or role models in my city. It was just like a bunch of like things not to do and who not to be like. But then going over there and I'm seeing all the people that I saw on TV and stuff like that, and like Jazz is just like, oh, what's up, like, you know what I'm saying, like chilling in the living room, whatever it is. I'm like, yo,
That's so fire.
it's crazy. But I kept my composure as much as I could all the time.
I'm
and
sure
just,
they're
like,
probably like taught you how to like, yo, you gotta be like this. Kind of like move a certain way.
Yeah.
Don't be too.
Nah, I kind of knew. Like my first reaction to it was like I was too quiet. Like I was too quiet. Like I try to act too cool. Like I just didn't want to like. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
yeah, I bet it could be like nerve wracking too.
I was
You got some
nervous.
big names around
I
you.
was nervous, bro. Like, it's just nerve wracking meeting Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, damn, this is the dude who, really like made me like want to get here where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And then he's just like hugging me, congratulating on the album, and I'm just like,
That's great, man.
Wow,
like,
that's fucking.
That's
I
dope.
don't know what
bro.
to say. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Because you don't want to
bro.
say the
Yeah.
wrong thing.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say that. But
Yeah.
I guarantee in those kind of spaces is just
Yeah.
being yourself, and
Yeah.
it's probably gonna take you.
Yeah,
right.
That shines through too.
that's, that's really what it's about too. It's just about being yourself, and they're just gonna like naturally just fuck with you as a person if they see like, first of all, your vulnerability, like of you just showing yourself like and being yourself right away off the rip, instead of like trying to put on a facade or something, and people are gonna be like, all right, I still can't read them, I can't get to them.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather let people read me right away. Like, all right,
Yeah. So
he's
yeah.
vulnerable.
So with Heartbreak University, you did have the legendary producer Mike Dean on, bro.
Fucking huge.
One
I
of the
think he's
goats.
like one of the most like slept on producers
Fucking
like
huge.
ever.
Nah, he's he's legendary.
Yo.
bro.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Can you tell us about like that process of how it was to like get linked up with him and how he decided to kind of take over like producing the
Because it
entire
initially
album?
started with one record or one track, and then he came onto the whole record, right?
yeah, bro. He was just gonna do Stranger Things on the record, which was the last song on it.
That's my favorite track on the record,
Yeah.
by the way.
That was the-
We'll
that's
talk
the-
about that later.
Yeah.
That's the bop.
But Jazz calls Mike Dean at the studio. We're just like all talking about it, like, yo, we should get Mike Dean to mix this up. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, damn, that's reaching for the stars.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
yo, there's no way. And he just picks up like off a couple rings. I was like, okay. And then he was just like, shows him the song. He was having a call back. He calls back and he was like, yo, I actually want to do the whole project. And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? And then the next day we got on FaceTime and listened to the whole project together, and he was just there fucking.
That's fire.
Yeah, I got it all like documented, bro. It was
Word.
Yeah, had to. Like,
Damn.
very emotional moment for me too. Like after that, I was like, yo, I don't know. It just hit different. Like out of everybody, like anybody I've ever met, anything, like somebody who was of that status, like willing to just help,
Right.
and
I can feel that excitement right now.
I know,
Like,
yeah.
I'm excited thinking
My eyes
about
got
it.
my
I was
eyes
like,
getting watery thinking about it. I
nah,
was
man.
like, yo,
I mean, it's such an industry where like validation at any level is appreciated, but that to the highest level, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine what that was like.
yeah, bro, it's a lot. It was a lot, like real fast, and but I took it slow and I took it easy. You know what I'm saying? I was rushed a lot too by people, and I was just like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me.
playing the long
Yeah,
game.
let me like longevity. Like, I've seen a lot of people take a step back or like 1 foot in, 1 foot out because like it's just taking long to blow up. But it's just like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all gradually going. I feel like every year it's just getting better and better and better. So
That's great,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Do you still keep in touch with them, or do you guys
Yeah.
got plans to work
Yeah.
in the future
Yeah,
too?
definitely. Like
That's great.
I want him to work on my next project. So whatever we
That's
can
what's
do.
up.
And how much of is there involvement from like the label versus like just kind of the relationships you've made along the way, or the decisions you kind of want to make?
I kind of always like, I try to build my own motion like prior to even like, that's how they reached out to me, because they saw like I had like a little bit of emotion. I was doing a lot of shows in Rhode Island and stuff, but they just really like, they taught me a lot of things as like They just taught me a lot of things as a man, as a young man, like how to move and stuff like that, how to move as like a young boss or like a CEO or like, you know, as a brand. And they also like just put me in those rooms and also showed me the ways where it was like, all right, we could put you in this room with so-and-so, but it's like, we're not going to talk to them for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk, you know what I'm saying? So like, you got to make sure like,
connect those dots.
Yeah, you're in that room and they taught me how to build relationships, how to make relationships like off of just being in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't even, it was just like, they just gave me a jersey and they just threw me in the game. They didn't even tell me to play, but they were just like, they trusted me enough to ball out. And I was just like, and I balled out, you know? It was like,
and like you saying that they came to you and they saw what you were doing online.
Yeah.
Knowing that like you got scouted from your manager off a post.
Yeah.
You know, how, you know, we got a lot of up and coming artists, DJs that watch the show that looking for guidance. Like how important is it to reinvest in yourself as an upcoming artist? Because for him to see that sponsor post, I tell people all the time, do it. Even if it's like $1 or $5 a week, do it.
I got my car towed the week I was going to Houston, where like he just reached out to me and everything, and I was just like, damn, I'm putting too much of my money into this promoting, but it was worth it, you know what I'm saying? I had people around me who took care of me. I didn't rely on it, but like I trusted, like they took care of me, you know what I'm saying? Like people, like friends, family, like they were all like, shit, here's $20, you know what I'm saying? Go get a haircut, or you know what I'm saying, at the time. But I was just putting so much of my money. Like I would work 80-hour weeks. I had 3 jobs at one time, and I was like still broke. I was just investing.
You hear that? Prioritize. Prioritize what's important to you. I said it a few times in the podcast, and knowing that, I was like, oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah, bro. It was like at first, I mean, like it was like right towards the end when I was like starting to feel like I was getting very invested into my job. I was working at Best Buy. Like I was just turning up at my job, and then like I just realized, I was like, damn, I'm slowing down with the investing part. Like I'm just so focused on recouping all my money back, but it's like, nah, I gotta keep putting it in. And I just kept doing it. And yeah, like I said, bro, like the last straw was like my car getting towed in front of everyone. People beeping at me like in my city, like people I know. They're like, yo, we just saw you. I was like, damn, bro.
That's
like,
the worst.
But it's easy to break.
Yeah,
and it'd be like,
literally that following week, I ended up going to Houston, and I just met everyone, and then
wow,
shit was just like,
what a story.
And I do want to like reiterate like who Jazz Prince is for like people who are listening and don't know.
Legendary.
Son of James Prince, who's the CEO of Rap A Lot Records, which is legendary in itself. And then I think like the very relevant connection for those who are younger is the guy that pretty much put Drake on onto Lil Wayne and Young Money and everything like that. I know that's a big influence to you. I know you've mentioned meeting him and everything like that. So just want to provide that context for those listening to understand like who you're kind of associated with in terms of your early success here. You know, with Fingers bringing up the way of kind of like branding yourself and believing in yourself, how has the landscape of like how important social media is and like stuff like TikTok, we talk, a lot of people talk about like industry plants and things that certain artists have to do to be successful. Has that influenced you and how you move with your team at all?
It's super important. Social media is super important right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I did get hit like a lot of old school advice as well from like prior to I was like fucking around with like jazz and stuff. Like I would, like people who I would work with, like they would just give me like a lot of old advice, but then I like realized at the time I was like, social media is working right now. It's a whole different ball game, like you know what I'm saying? And it's so easy. Like you just gotta look cool on the internet, whatever the hell it is. It's kind of like being the coolest kid in school, and you know whatever the fuck it is, bro.
It's throwing content out there.
Yeah, you just gotta put content out there. You gotta be consistent. You gotta show that you care. You gotta show that you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a balance between it, and it's yeah, bro, social media is like without Instagram, like, you know what I'm saying, or these promos that I was doing, like nothing, even Snapchat, like every single platform that I was on, even Xbox, bro, like I'd be on Xbox and my Xbox name was SoundCloud MOSA, and I was going crazy on Call of Duty just so people could see my name at the top. And then no bullshit, I'd get like a view or two every game. Like it was cool, and like people would message me like, yo, what the fuck, like who's this kid? Or like, yo, your music sucks. You know what I'm saying? People just trash talking, but I'm like, yo, it's working.
It's engagement.
It's working. You know what I'm saying? I'd be on the game for hours.
Shit, that's crazy.
Swear to
really
God,
smart.
bro. Swear to God.
Wow, that's insane.
I wish I was good at
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
I got really good on purpose because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
That's what I
crazy because
wanted to do.
did you, T Grizzly just did a
Yeah.
did you see that where he
Yeah,
was
bro.
talking about how he's like how much money he's making off of like
Making
gaming and shit
bank
now?
off that shit.
Yeah, and,
Changing lives, too. Changing lives,
That's
bro.
insane. Like I'm hearing more and more about gaming shit, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
this
bro.
is something I might need to get into.
Yeah. Do you guys know who FaZe Temper is? Like the
I don't think
FaZe
so.
Clan and stuff. It's like it's a big like gaming.
Is that
team.
the team?
Yeah, it's a big
yeah.
gaming team. So
Yep.
the owner of it, the founder of it, is from my city, from Haverhill.
No way.
That's really who like, you know what I'm saying, made like gaming super, like gaming was always lit, but like he made it super cool in our city, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
like
sick.
I was trying to find a way, like I wanted to be a gamer at one point too. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
trying to upload stuff and then I was just like, man, but I love the music. So like that's how I formed the two together and I was just like, man, I'm gonna just game and promote myself.
Took two of your
And it-
passions,
yeah.
put it together, and
'cause
kind of
I
built
did
the other
spend
one.
a lot of time gaming, you know what I'm saying? So and it worked. Like I met so many people online. I have really good friends online because of promoting myself on that.
That's dope.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So I know you mentioned Haverhill. Say you're from Massachusetts,
Yeah.
but you were born in New York. Like, are you repping one more than the other? And then especially if that like moves with your cred kind of through the industry.
Yeah, I
anything
mean,
like that?
I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here, bro, and, like, I'm connecting with you guys who are out here as well, you know? But, like, I still, obviously, I got love for New York. I got love for Houston. I got love for, like, Florida. I got family in Florida, you know? Like, I stayed in L.A. for a little bit. I got love for L.A., but, like, you know, I'm out here right now, and, like, this is definitely, like, where my feet are planted, and, like, when it's all said and done, I definitely want to get a nice little ranch in New England or something, you know?
Nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dude, and thanks for touching base because a lot of artists that do touch a little bit of fame, they block people off after that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just a little bit. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that. So it is important. Me, myself too, is like I've always wanted to, you know, branch out, go big and come back.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent out here. There's a lot of people out here. There's a lot,
Yeah.
we just don't have a Bad Boy Records down the street. We don't have, you know, so it makes it hard for us.
or
So
even
that's
like
pretty
studios.
dope.
Like you go to
There's
you go to
nothing
like
like
the A and there's a million studios.
Yeah.
So, like, people are just in and out, just in the
Yeah.
culture and shit like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you got such a unique sound, bro, and
Thank
you
you.
can definitely tell like the influence where you've been
Yeah.
throughout your life has definitely played a role in
Yeah,
that, and I think
for
that's
sure.
very cool.
For sure, man. I feel like most of my reasons like for coming back as well is like to keep that alive and keep that spark in like my people's eyes. Like, yo, it's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my good homies is like turning up. Like that's really how my friends look at me and my family looks at me. Like my mom looks at me like, yo, my son's turning up. My dad looks at me that way too. And it's like that's why I like coming. Like I'll leave and I'll go do my thing and then just like come back and like try to bring emotion. Like, yo, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And with the whole party and stuff too, like that was lit. This is the second year doing it, and it was just again back to back, like sold out, stupid. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like just trying to bring that energy here a lot. You know, that was a talk that I had with Jazz Prince. He was telling me to kind of like basically form a mob like out here. He was like, yo, like you've met all my friends, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me meet yours. Like let's see what's up. And like that's why I've been out here just like trying to bring that motion out here, you know, as much as I can.
And the city needs it for sure.
Yeah.
The city needs
We're
it.
all
The
doing
city,
it.
the city's dying for
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
like that. So
Not for sure. There's a lot of great talent out here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a lot of
course.
people who make it out, but it's like they don't come back. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? We gotta come back sometimes.
Big time.
You know?
I won't name no names.
Yeah.
I won't name no names. There's
But
some
it-
people
but it's
that
so true. It's
It-
so
it-
true.
it's true, you know.
Yeah.
So and it's like it's whatever your plan is too. And I feel like coming back home and it keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
You know,
hell
because
yeah.
that life is so fast. Everything's moving so fast, and like you don't, you know, people are there just in and out
Yeah,
working.
bro.
You know,
I walk in, you know what I'm saying? I walk into my house and my mom was like, do the dishes. I'm like,
that's what's up.
I'm like,
Shout out to moms.
Yeah,
So,
how
damn,
has
like, you know what I'm
their
saying?
how has their reaction been to like your, because you're Latino,
Yeah.
Dominican, right?
Yeah.
I'm Latino and like, but my mom adjusting to my DJ life alone was like, and I'm just still like local and everything. How has there been adjustment to your success?
probably had to prove it.
I
They had to see
I
it.
definitely had to prove myself, you know, like my parents were always like, make sure you have a plan B, like make sure blah, blah, you got to go back to school, this and that. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to school, but like I got to make sure my plan A works. Like I don't want to just give up on it like that. Like parents are right, you know what I'm saying? But like they're right about a lot of things, but like sometimes, you know, you got to show them like, you know,
For sure.
the new generation type of thing. And yeah, like they ended up going to one of my shows in like 2018, like surprised me. And it happened to be like my best show, like, you know, so I was just turned up, and then I just heard this lady like, whoa, like, screaming in the back, and I was just like, yo, I was like in the middle of my performance, and I was like, is that my fucking mom? I was like, yo, is that my mom, man?
Wow, that's
That's
beautiful.
dope.
though.
That's
I
really,
come
really
down,
dope.
bro. I come down like after the performance, and like everybody surrounded my mom, like, yo, your mom's here. I was like, yo, what the
Wow.
fuck? Gave her a hug, but she's like everybody smoking in that bitch. I was like, yo, my mom smelled like weed. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, yo, it's
Damn,
crazy.
that's
She definitely got that contact
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
She got that contact.
But from that day on, bro, like they just been like 1,000% behind me, you know, like anything.
amazing.
That's great.
Yeah, anything.
Well, who influenced you to even start to rap?
My brother, bro. Like my older brother makes music. His name's Reels.
All right.
On Instagram it's at Team Reels. But he just seeing him and his friends in high school, like recording all the time, making songs and stuff. I was in middle school, and like all of the people that knew me like would know me as like, oh, that's SG's little brother or Reels' little brother, you know what I'm saying? And like I was just like, yo, I gotta start rapping. Like, you know, I
That's
just felt
dope.
like I just had to. But music's always been around. Like my family, my cousins in Florida, like they always been involved with like DJ Khaled's camp and stuff like that. And then I had cousins in New York who also made music. Like my godfather made music. My parents were always blasting music in the house. So it was like the influence. It was just guiding me, everybody around me. But my brother was the one to like really be like, yo, you should do something like with it, like for real. So
He must be proud of you right now.
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Definitely.
he's super
Yeah, that's
proud
what's
of
up.
me.
I mean,
he's
that's what's
super
up.
proud of me.
And I think I would personally categorize you as a very melodic rapper.
Yeah.
Right. And a
Yeah.
very dope new school scene. I think in the entirety of the hip hop community, you have like OGs and purists that might look at rap very specific and you know, to the bars and like all this sing-songy shit. They might not fuck with the new school shit. What's your opinion on kind of just the rap landscape and that kind of mentality?
I feel like you just gotta embrace it. Like you just gotta embrace all that shit. Like you gotta get out of that old head mentality and just thinking it's about bars. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even just about like I get people are like trying to put a message on. They're like, yo, you gotta like, you know. But sometimes about that feel, because like right now I feel like the world is in a state where we're just feeling a lot. You know, like we can't just like be out here just barred up
Spitting
all the
bars,
time. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I started off making bars. You know what I'm saying? Like I started off rapping.
You
like,
can hear it in the music.
freestyling.
You can
everything.
hear it.
Yeah.
There's bars there.
I was
There's
like-
bars there.
Yeah, no cap, bro. Like I could really go back to like my Instagram and just unarchive a bunch of stuff, and it's like all freestyle. It's just me putting my phone down rapping. But like you just adjust, you know what I'm saying? I just adjusted to like what the game is turning into. It's like all the greats do it, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But they also keep their sauce to it, like them, you know, and that's what I was trying to do. Like I just try to stay with it. Just keep running with it, like whatever it is. Like what if shit's gonna change, seasons change. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta get a coat sometimes, or you gotta get some shorts sometimes. Like bro, you gotta learn that.
That was a bar right there.
Dude, that was
real.
great advice. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Amen. For real.
Nah, it's dope. And I can, you know, you doing the Latin and the rapping thing and the English thing. Is that something that just happens when you're in the studio, or are you strategically doing that?
I strategically do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely want to tap into both markets, and at the same time, like it's just naturally in me.
Yeah.
But like I strategically think about it. It's like every time I go into the studio, it's like a psychology. Like you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the world and how they're feeling, or like what's going on, and like
Right.
you know you gotta think about not even just where you're around. Like I was in Miami when I started coming up with all that Spanish shit, because I was like.
Just felt the energy.
I was over
Yeah.
there with Jazz and stuff, so I'm translating like with everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, yo,
Oh,
what did you
wow.
just say? And I was just like, yo, and I was like, you know what, like, let's go to the studio. And I went to the studio and like made like fucking, in the matter of like 4 days, we made like 12 songs of just Spanish songs. And I was just like, damn,
Wow.
I gotta embrace that shit.
That's
you know?
crazy.
And you also got a Nicky Jam co-sign.
Yeah. Nicky Jam DM'd me out of nowhere one day. It was like
That's
That's
7 in the
fucking
morning,
crazy.
That's so
bro. Yo,
wild.
crazy.
And he's
from
grew up in Lawrence. Yeah,
Grew up in Lawrence.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I like knew Nicky Jam is such an interesting
Legend,
dude to me, because he is a legend, but he has this whole like PR come up, but then he like becomes Colombian for 5 years.
Yeah, man.
And then came back. Like I saw his he has a crazy
documentary.
like a docu-series on
Yeah.
Netflix where it like goes through all of his shit. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it.
And it has like it goes on his flashbacks of like him and Lawrence.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, yo, that shit is
crazy.
like he
It's
really,
crazy.
I
yeah.
felt mad proud, even just being like out here.
Yeah,
I feel like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like New England is New England.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Nah, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is down south. You know, I feel that way over here. I'm just like, yo, what?
Yeah.
It's us. It's us against everybody. You know,
Yeah.
that's really how it is.
Now, what's one thing you like about down south? I know it's totally different than being up here.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you think like pros and cons of, you know, what do you like better up here? What do you like better down there?
I always say this. I always say the East Coast is for. I feel like we live for the view. I'd say the South Side lives for the culture, and then the West Side lives for lifestyle, and that's really how I feel out here. I come over here, bro. I'm going to North Conway, or like I'm going to the rooftops, trying to see like the city. You know what I'm saying? Have a drink, chill.
Catch a vibe, yeah.
I go to Houston. I'm like, yo, what's some foods I could try? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let's hit the club. Let's go like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to the club everywhere, regardless. But like clubs over there, used to stupid sometimes. It's
What are your favorite spots out there?
Like Camp, Heart, Clay. There's a bunch of spots, man, and I'm cool with all the owners too. So it's like a different type of vibe over there. And then like, you know, West Side, you know, you go over there and it's lifestyle. Like, yo, what kind of stores I could shop at, or like, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. But that's how I perceive it. They all got their pros and cons. Like if I'm feeling very like nature vibes and stuff, I'm coming over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm flying back home and I'm gonna go to the mountains, or I'm gonna go, you know, go grab a cabin somewhere, do something like that, you know. But fuck, like I don't feel like, not all the time I feel like I'm in those vibes. So that's why, like, you know, that's why Thursday I'm like, fuck it, yo, I had enough. Like I've been out here for a minute. Let me go
right back.
Let me go down to the south real quick and turn up.
Especially during the winter here, I'd be freezing your ass off. I'd be getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. Hell nah. I come back to my city with a tan. You know, like people look at me like, yo, this nigga is the only one that's not pale. Like for real.
Yeah, it can be cold out here, man. It's cold.
I love the cold though, bro.
Yeah,
every now and then it's good to just dabble in it, but when you hear just for the whole shit, it's just like
I like my season, but that's the thing. Like we came up as East Coast dudes, so like
Exactly.
you're used to the seasons. You get someone that's from Houston here,
Yeah.
and they're like they don't know how to act.
Culture shock.
Yo, it snowed.
The whole city must shut down when it like didn't it snow
snowed
recently? Yeah.
It snowed in
yeah.
like 20. I think it was like 20. Was it the top of 2021?
Yeah.
But it snowed and it was like half an inch, bro, and like nobody knew how to drive.
Yep.
The power was out
Pipes were
everywhere.
freezing and
Water
shit.
was. I was like, damn,
so
like
wild.
this is like a normal day for us. You
because
know?
they're not built for that. The houses even out there, like they're not built for stuff like that.
And I never thought
That's
about it
exactly.
like that. They build houses different. The infrastructure is different because they don't need to deal with that shit. I
Climate,
never thought of shit like that.
Right.
That shit was wild.
Until it happened, me too. I was just like, then I thought about,
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
oh shit, that is
It makes
true.
sense.
Like,
Yeah.
because it costs more money to
And
build
that's why the
that
living
way.
and that's why the living is cheaper.
Yeah. It costs more to build something that's gonna last through the winter and stuff like that, the material and shit like that. But
Yeah, exactly.
How about like attitude wise? You feel like the people up here have a different attitude as part of that, like as opposed to like the South and Houston. You find that like Southern hospitality at all?
I mean, I feel like at first I did, but it was just like I was just getting the vibes where like everybody was like, "This nigga's new around here," you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's just I just get a different me every time. Like when I'm, you know what I'm saying? When you're on vacation, you feel different, you know, or like when you go somewhere else, you just feel different. Like when I go to Houston, like I just feel very like Houston vibes because like I'm around some like real like. I'm seeing elbows swinging, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing candy paint. I'm going out to you know what I'm saying, to the littest spots with like, you know, Jazz Prince, and I'm seeing Slim Thug, like legends, and I'm just like,
that's
yo,
crazy.
this is real Houston right now. But then like coming back home is very like, it's what I make it, you know what I'm saying? I make like everywhere you go, it's where you make it. But like back home, it's really like, well, we're making it right now, and I feel like just the attitude between people, like I don't think I don't really pay attention to it too much, you know. I don't know like what to say to that. Like it's just like I feel like I don't know. I just kind of adapt to every conversation I have or anything. Like I just try to make sure I just blend right in or whatever the fuck.
And that's the part of being a star wherever you go around the world. You know what I mean? You got to be able to blend in the room and, you know,
relate.
Relate. You know, we're all human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, it's just there. You know, there's no walls. It's just lines that they draw in the sand. They be like, yo, this is here, that's over there.
Yeah.
We're all human. You know, we all experience things differently, but we all can connect in a certain way. So that's pretty dope.
Exactly,
but the project though. Straight, yo, the last track. Why is that the last track? And I'm like, I'm mid-turn and it comes on. I'm like, yo, oh shit. But I feel like I felt a certain connection with that song for some reason. That song, particularly, there's bops all over this shit. I love it.
Yeah.
But that song, like, tell me, like, how did that come about and everything?
Yo, so that's like that's the oldest song on the project. I made that song.
I knew there was something about that song.
I made that song actually probably literally like 3 years ago today on the 19th. I'm pretty sure. It's crazy to think about. Like I'm really trying to think about the exact date of it. But I just got off the phone with my ex, broke up with her, and you know, I'm sitting right in front of the mic. I'm in the studio. I'm in LA. You know, I'm like, damn, I'm in LA right now. I'm feeling, and I say it in the song.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Like,
Do you
I'm
feel
like,
that shit? The track. I run that shit
bro.
back.
That was like
When Mr. Roger brought it back 3, I brought it back 5 times. I'm like, yo, hold on.
You should have had her on the interlude.
Nah. No clout. No clout.
No clout. No clout.
Clout for that bitch. Nah, hell nah.
I mean, it has been about a year since it's dropped. It was like last February.
Yeah,
right?
it was last February, but like a lot of those songs on there were like 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of, like, it was been building up. It was just kind of a lot of those songs on there was just kind of being made throughout my whole little Heartbreak experience. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Heartbreak MOSA thing is like a phase for me. Like MOSA is really what it is, the brand, but like Heartbreak is just
it's
like
the era. It's the era we're in right now. Yeah,
Like,
100%.
And I love that with artists
Yeah.
that have their eras.
Yeah.
We talked
You know,
about that.
Yeah,
like,
we always talk
talked
about
on
like
the show.
different if you want like a longevity artist, a lifetime artist where you go through decades of shit,
Yeah.
you have to have your eras.
Yeah,
and
people
shit.
change their haircuts. People,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
People change the new look,
The look, the
different
style.
tie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your
Whatever it
experience.
is.
3
Yeah.
years, then
Have to.
now, you've been
Yeah.
through so
Way
much
different.
shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm way over it. You know what I'm saying? But like
Yeah.
the album, I love that album. It holds a special place in my heart, especially because like all the hands that were being put into it, like Mike Dean and you know what I'm saying, Jazz Prince, Jay Prince, like everybody just involved with it, and like even having Drake tell me like, yo, bro, like I fuck with like 2 songs on there. Like when this one girl just keeps playing these 2 songs, I was like, what 2 songs? You know what I'm saying? And like
Crazy.
Aggie Abby as well, Cash Page, like fucking with Clementine, and like that's what made that album. Made Nicky Jam reach out to me as well too, like being like in the process of making it and like trying to get it done. A lot of people unwell, like you know what I'm saying. Like that album really brought a lot of attention to me, and it's
There's no
it's
skips on
special.
that album for me.
Yeah,
It's a crazy project.
I listened
It was
to
a good
it
project,
front to back 3 times.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, even just preparing, you know, I listened to it before, but just now just really zoned in, and I think it's gonna be an album that people are gonna go back and really appreciate it more once you reach that level.
Yeah.
That it's you know, from the theme to everything cohesive. And you can ask these dudes, I'm very critical of music. I'm gonna let you know.
Critical.
I look in the camera and let people know every fucking day.
my favorite type of person, bro. Like
You know,
I fuck with that. That's
straight
how I
shooter.
am.
I'd rather have you know, people.
He's a show bad guy.
You know, I mean,
We love him though.
you know, like, you know, if it's my guys or my people, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, yo, that's not it.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
have
it.
to.
You know, and who am I, right? But you know, it's always good to, like, you know, I feel like I got a good ear for music and stuff like that. So for me,
You do.
not to skip a track on an album like
Thank
that,
you, bro.
yeah, it's fucking dope.
That means a lot. To
You
me.
know, even down from like, you know, the way you're writing the songs and stuff like that. You know, did you have a collective of a group to do that, or did you?
There's sometimes in the sessions like Jazz Laser. This is one of the writers that really works with us a lot. He's dope, super dope. And then Melvin, who was the engineer. And those are really the only 2 people I was just like working with like throughout like trying to get this done. But really, it was like Melvin who was really helping me out a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like getting my voice right and like telling me how to, you know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't do it right, I'd be like, record it again. And I'll record
You
it
need
again,
those
and
people in the
record it
studio.
again.
I'm that
record
guy
it
in the
again.
studio.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I've had artists leave and get mad at me and come back and be
Yeah.
like, yo, but listen to the take. Listen to the last take.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you're right.
Yeah.
You kind of need
For real.
that.
I accept criticism like very well,
That's
especially
great.
in the studio. You know what I'm saying? When I trust the ear and I trust the voice, like who's saying it. You know, like it's definitely it makes a difference in the music, and it's just like it's hard work, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get it one take, first try. Like,
Of course.
it's not gonna be the best take. Like I'll save it if it sounds good, but like I'm gonna do it another 100 times, like until like we
Right.
just pick that right one. You know?
And you got those people around you too that you
Yeah.
trust, I'm sure, and that's
yeah,
huge.
Yeah, and you have to have people who are always like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just
Right,
for the
yeah.
energy as
Of
well.
course.
Like you need people who are like, yeah. And
Yeah.
those are gonna be like, they're still your boys, but like it's just like sometimes people don't want to be the guy to say that. And you know, they're just like telling you, yeah, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
alright,
you don't
cool.
need yes
Fuck,
men in your corner.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I like yeses and I like my no's
Right,
too.
right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yep, it's got to be genuine.
Yeah.
What was the process like of like, obviously you said you had corn sorry, obviously you had songs that you made previously.
Yeah.
And what was the process like of selecting those songs that actually made the cut for the project?
Bro, we had so many songs, bro. Like Yeah, so originally we were gonna put like 20 songs on the album, and I was like, we just dumbed it down. Like, we had so many songs, bro. We probably had like 200, 300, like select from, like,
Damn.
yeah, bro. And
Y'all definitely cut the fat because those tracks are like
Yeah,
on
bro.
point.
But that's all. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're all like your children.
yeah,
you know what
it
I
took
mean?
it took a lot of listening, like a lot of like me, like I don't even want to hear it no more, like, bro.
Right,
I kept
yeah.
hearing it over and over
Right,
again,
right.
like every single day. I was going to the studio and just listening to these songs. There was a point in time where like I was done recording, but I was just sitting on it, like just listening to it while Mike Dean was mixing it and like mastering it and stuff. So I had a lot of time to sit on it. It took him a little bit to do it, like, you know what I'm saying, because there's so many people he has to work on, you know what I'm saying. So I'm obviously not gonna be the top pick over fucking Travis and Cuddy and all them niggas. So I was just like, yo, take your time. I'm gonna take my time and like sitting and listening to these, and he'll send back a mix, and like we'll go to the clubs and we'll just play them, and we're like, yo, change this about it, blah blah, send it back, and like, yo, it just took a lot of reflecting to do on these songs. So like a lot of criticism, a lot of like shit I didn't want to hear, and like a lot of things like I was just like, damn, and like I don't know, bro. Like
it builds your
like you
character
said,
as an artist, though.
Yeah, it does, bro. It definitely does.
And how has that? Like, you know, I'm sure Instagram comments or shit on Twitter or, you know, criticism on the album, whether it's internal or like someone who's like doing a review. Like, how has that changed you emotionally and kind of as you've grown into it, like a young man?
I used to get like very like, even now, like I still get like, I get defense mode. Like that's just like how I grew up. There's no excuse for it. But like I said it on my story today too, because like there was actually something that happened like while I was performing at the club, like at Icon. Like I saw this one girl in the back, like, ugh, and I was just like,
I mean, we experience that as DJs. Yeah,
we get
all the
those
time.
people
Yeah.
I clapped back at her, and I was just like, damn, I shouldn't have said no. Yo, bro.
What did you say? Wait, you said like on the mic?
Yeah, I clapped back at her. I didn't even want to say what I said.
You're one of us. You're one of us.
But I shouldn't have.
Come from the same cloth.
I shouldn't have, because like 99% of that room are like, even like, you know what I'm
Just
saying?
vibing.
They was just looking around like,
But it's always
what
that
is he
one.
talking about? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
the one that'll get your attention, though.
yeah, and I was just like, exactly.
It's hard to block
She
out,
stuck
bro.
out like a thumb, because like,
Yeah,
you
she
know,
was the one
everybody
that
was
vibed.
vibing, and I just saw that, and I was like, oh shit. So like, I don't know, bro. Like the criticism, I'm still learning, but like I do very well with it when it's like online, because online I don't have to reply. That was like in person. I was just like, oh shit, you know, and I was already nervous, and I'm like, yo, bro, like you don't know how I'm feeling to be up here right now. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I do that same shit though, man. I've done it before, bro.
I've stopped the music and
Bro, yo, you not having a good time? You not having a good time? What's wrong with you?
I do that all the time.
Somebody get this girl a shot.
Yeah.
And then I make it work with the next song, whatever I drop it.
I mean, everybody shout out to one person not having a good time.
Nah, for real,
Yeah.
for real, bro. Like that's how I was feeling. Like, and I'm just learning though. Like, you know, I'm just going along with it. Growing up, like I was always super like, I'm a little brother, so I was I'm super like, what, like, you know, like what would you say, like, you know, but like I'm just like, I'm zen like these days. I've been learning like just, you know,
Can't please everybody.
yeah,
Can't make everyone happy.
I've learned that too. It's just like no matter what, even if you drop, you know, the best, and you know, there's some people that don't like Michael Jackson.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas hated Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about that. And even if you don't believe in Jesus,
Yo,
even if you don't believe in Jesus, it's like the whole perception of him of like being the perfect man, and people still hated that. It's crazy. You know, like you just can't give a fuck about how people feel about
That's the
you
title
at
of the
all.
podcast. Niggas hated Jesus. That's just fire.
For real, bro.
Niggas hated Jesus. That's the realest shit ever. That sums that up. You're right. You know, and like you know, if you care so much, and that's where it comes from. It's not like, you know, you just care so much of what you're doing. You care so much about, you know, pleasing pleasing. At the end of the day, you want everyone to enjoy your music. You want everyone to enjoy the time. So it happens. You know what I'm saying? When you come in, but nah, fuck that, bro. That's true.
Bro. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody, bro. You can't please everybody, and that's okay. You know, as long as you're pleasing the people, as long as you're not neglecting the love you do get. You know, like I see a lot of artists, like, or just people, creatives, or anybody that's trying to do something with their brand, like, get frustrated when they're not getting enough love, and it's just like there's that one dude in your comment that's showing you love all the time, and you just leaving them hanging by talking about on your story how you get no love. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That makes that person like, I'm gonna step back.
Yeah,
you know? Like nah, I'm gonna be chopping it up with that one person every single time until somebody else wants to chime into the conversation. You know, like, and then that's another fan. And then you just do it one by one. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay attention to.
Bro,
none
you
of
have
that
a
bullshit.
great outlook. You have a great outlook on that.
That was a bar for sure. Damn, I really love that. And I know that we've mentioned like the Drake cosign, everything like that. You've been tagged on his social media, on his IG. He's even played your music through his Instagram and everything like that. How has that changed kind of how people even look at you or your legitimacy through the industry?
He has a very strong fan base, you know, like when he did do that, when he did do those things, and like anytime he does interact with me, like a lot of people show love, and it's dope, you know. It's dope to, especially for somebody I look up to, like it's a blessing. It makes me feel like, you know, it just gives me that boost to keep going. It's just more fuel to the fire, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like everything else. It's just like my mom telling me my shit's lit, and I'm like, you know, it's just fuel to the fire, you know, like everything I just treat it equally, and it just makes me feel, you know.
What he's really asking is how much more pussy you get now since then before. Hey, can we be? Is that not what you're asking?
Yo,
your pussy is calling my name. Yeah, that's what he's asking. How's the pussy now? Like how much more you kicking out the hotel room? Nah. You got a girl?
I do. I got a girl.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, mom. This is before you.
So his mom was gonna watch it, and now he's like, "Yo,
damn, I'm sorry, mom too."
But it's definitely, you know what I'm saying. Like, I do appreciate all the acknowledgement and you know what I'm saying. There is like the girls are gonna sell, you know, and like everybody in my life knows that. Yeah, so it does matter, and I do fuck with like all the love in the comments or the DMs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not big headed about it, but I'm super like, yo, thank you, I appreciate you. Oh shit, like she sliding in my DMs, thank you, I appreciate yo, post my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how I take it, like to all of them, like to any girl.
Being in a relationship, I know as DJs we get that we're a hoe. You know, tag.
You might get that.
Shut up. You know, that's because you never want to be in a relationship. You always want to be out here tailing and shit. It's all right. We'll talk about that later.
Yo, you're getting exposed.
But he got food brought to him at the club too and shit. And then he left. He was supposed to. I was supposed to drop him off. He's like, nah, I'm dipping. I'm dipping.
Baby,
I got this shit right here. I'm dipping. But we'll talk about that later. But like, you know, have you found it like hard to be in this, to keep a relationship? Just because, like, you know, you kind of got to be with, you know, I've been in the situations where it's just like, yo, you got to kind of be with somebody that's like, you know, secure within themselves, who understands that, you know, you're a people person. You can't just be performing for a bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. You definitely gotta. It's two-sided. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand. Like, whoever you with gotta understand. Like, the lifestyle that it comes with, the highs, the lows, like all that. They gotta understand all those things, and it's like it's on me to explain it as well. But when it comes to relationships, like I really don't. It's not my focus, you know. Like I'm there with you, you know what I'm saying. I do what I can, like, you know, and she knows that, you know. I'm with her and stuff. But everything I do is definitely for everybody around me, so I got to do it selfishly, you know. And
that's a blessing when you
sure
find someone to hold you down like that.
If you have someone that's along for the ride like that and gets it, that's most important.
I don't put too much thought into it, you know what I'm saying? Because you get lost in the sauce when it comes to relationships, you know. And you got to understand in the first place, like, why was this person fucking with you? Like, a lot of people tend to get in relationships and start acting different, and I'm like, nah, bro, you got to be exactly how the fuck this person, they found you, they fucked with you that way. That's why, you know what I'm saying. Now you want to act different, you want to be weird. Like, nah, I'm still doing my shows. I'm still like meeting people. I'm still like whatever, showing love to the girls. Like, it's all that, and she understands that, you know. And that's what I gotta do, you know. I can't be closed off and doing all that extra shit. And nah, bro, like my mindset on relationships is like, after that first one, like, I've been super like, things after that I saw, bro, like I swear, like, it was just overnight for me, the way like I just got out of the relationship and just turned my life up. And I was just like, yo, I can't be on no simp shit. And like, I'm never gonna be on no simp shit ever again, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna be a man about my shit, and I'm gonna always show love, and I'm gonna always be like, my mom raised me right, you know what I'm saying? I seen my dad show my mom love, like, in the house, and it's dope, you know. So I do know how to love, and I do know about relationships, but like, that's not my priority right now. So like, I don't really I feel like if you make it your priority, you're gonna cause a lot of stress to it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I got a lot of peace in my relationship right now because I don't make it my priority, and like I got other things to focus on. So does she. So it's cool. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
we're both busy. We both do our thing, and it's working. And if it's not working, we come, you know what I'm saying? We come back together
That's
and
a
talk
really
about
mature way to attack it, man. Because it's companionship is not beating up each other's ass all the time. It's
hell
not,
no,
I have to post you every single 2 seconds on a gram, or you can't talk to this chick. It ain't that. It's two people that come together that, yo, I know you do this. I know I do that. You live your life. You've had your life.
Yeah.
We come together and make it better. So that's a real mature way to go
Exactly,
about it,
bro.
man. Yeah.
I'm a lover boy. Like, at the end of the day, like, I love relationships, bro. Like, I can't be out here just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has those stages, you know what I'm saying? We've had those stages, but like, I see like what brings me more peace, and that's just like knowing that, like, all right, yo, bro, like, you don't even gotta worry about who you going home with tonight, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't even gotta worry about like this, like a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go home, like, this girl get me food, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? Or like word of advice, or like, you know, it's more than just laying up and fucking like and you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, or going out. Like, it's work together, and it's like, as well as just supporting each other. So we just support each other as much as we can, and it's dope. You know?
And I'm sure that stability too, like, helps
stability.
kind of shape like the sound, like the next sound, like the future, what's coming next.
You know what I'm saying? We go through our emotions, and you know what I'm saying, I get in my bag and I make a breakup song, you know, and she's just like, oh shit, but like, you know, I don't
Shout out
care,
to the secure
bro.
women in the building. Secure women. Thank you. We need you. We need you.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of the future, who are artists that you know are kind of like dream fantasy collaborations or people that you're hopefully seeing down the road throughout your career?
Man, I really just, like, I get asked this question, bro, and like, I always just like freeze up. I'm like, man, like, I don't know, like, I just been so like focused on myself, and I listen to every single artist. I listen to underground, to the top artists, and like, I just want to work with anybody who wants to like really work with me, you know, like, and I'll make it work, you know, even, you know, if our voices are different, like, I'll make it work, you know. That's just the state that I'm in right now. And for like, I don't know, I just feel like if I had to pick like a specific, I definitely want to work with more like singers, like, you know what I'm saying, like a Frank Ocean like song would be crazy one day, you know, or like I want to work a Party Next Door, like it always varies, it always changes up for me, but like right now that's how I'm feeling. Like SZA, you know, like I definitely want to get like, there's like a certain crowd that like I really fuck with, cause like I don't know, like I feel like if people listen to like Frank Ocean, SZA, like those type of artists and stuff like that, like you got that certain vibe to you, and like that's that crowd that
They
I
have
really
die-hard
fuck with.
fan bases.
Yeah,
too.
bro, that's that crowd I really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Billie Eilish too, like she has a crazy fan base. Like
She's fucking nasty.
Any icon type of thing, like I fuck with. Like really, I look up to it. Justin Bieber as well, like that'd be dope. You know, like, I just feel like there's a lot of. I just really like the whole iconic like look to things. Like that's what I'm trying to go for.
And how about like in the reggaeton world? Obviously now in the last couple years, we've seen it like explode to the top of the billboards. Do you have any, obviously given your Dominican heritage, do you have any potential like desire to kind of transition, tap into that market? Or
yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? One time for the motherland, one time for my family, you know, like I have to do that. I have to tap into that. And for myself as well, like, you know, I've always tried to like keep that side of me, as much as like growing up, like where I grew up, like it was just like there was a lot of Spanish people. It was also a lot of white kids as well. And I don't know, I had a lot of white friends too. I had a lot of Spanish friends and stuff like that. But like, you know, like I just knew like where my Spanish and my Latino side was accepted. And shit, bro, like I always just embraced it as much as I could, and I made sure I stuck out like a thumb with it, like anywhere I went, you know. So I want to just chart on those markets, you know, and like work with all those artists over there. Like I've met a lot of them, and they fuck with me, I fuck with them. And it's just about me bringing something to the table at this point, you know, like a record, like that one, you know.
We do have some merch on the table.
Yeah.
As you see, we got the cameras out. We do. People can find this episode on YouTube, and so I want to be able to show people what we got. Can you tell us a little bit about this? Why did we go this route? What does it all mean? Okay. And what's kind of the vibe for you?
So Clementine Coat, I'm thinking about going with it, like running with it. Excuse me. It's a song off the album, obviously, but just what that song meant to me was like a lot. I really like the word Clementine. It just sounds sweet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just sounds really cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a orangey type of guy like in my life right now. Like my favorite color is orange, you know. Like I just went through, like, I have phases with colors in my life where I start seeing colors everywhere, and like it's the same one over and over again, and like I want to wear it all the time. And like Clementine's really like in my lane right now and how I'm feeling. But I wanted to start these tote bags for the summer, you know what I'm saying? Because I always got my pockets full. Like, I'm not saying no money, but like, I'm just saying, like, I really like be carrying mad shit in my pockets. You know? So I'm like, yo, let me get a tote bag, you know? And like, I know a lot of people feel that way too. Yeah. So I was like, fuck.
Tote bags have been a wave lately.
Exactly. I've been seeing a lot of tote bags, you know? So I was just like, yo, let me just go with the wave. What's going on, and just make these. And we got 2 colors as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna name me a Clem Coat. I'm gonna name me a Clem Coat.
Yeah. So, and for those who can't see, he does have a brown one, and a cream one. Super dope. Again, you know, tote bags definitely been in season and everything like that. Definitely been a wave. So it's really dope. Is there a place that people can find that, like online or anything like that, or is that unreleased?
It's unreleased. I'm just giving these out. You know what I'm saying? You guys,
you know what I'm saying? Friend of the show. You know what I'm saying?
We connected. We in there. We in there.
For real. Eventually, I'll come out with, like, you know, a website and everything for people to buy things. But right now, it's just about spreading the word. So I'm just giving these out as much as I can. You know.
Absolutely. No, super dope. And where can people find you? Like, where can they tap in with you, link up with you?
You can find me on all social platforms at Heartbreak MOSA, or MOSA. Yeah, pretty much. That's really where you can find me. And Google me too, MOSA, you know, anywhere.
Yo, tap the fuck in. Like, cut that. I know a lot of people, they're very biased into their own playlist. They listen to the same shit over and over again. Tap the fuck in. Yeah. He's from the area, and this dude got it. And I don't want to see a lot of y'all. Later on, y'all gonna hop on anyway. Y'all gonna hop on anyway. We already know it's gonna happen, but just be ahead of the curve and support your own. He's one of us, man, and he's doing great fucking things right now. And like I said, I love your energy. I love the fact that you do care about where you come from.
Yeah.
It plays a big role in you know, in who you are. But how, like, being from out here, I'm a big dance hall guy. I love dance hall, so I already know.
I grew up on 978 dance hall, bro. Like, we was just at a knowledge show the other day. Knowledge, Kim Davis, like Picalicious, DJ Styles, like, you know what I'm saying, like C Sharp. We was just
these are all fingers as people's right here.
Yo, I swear, literally, like, how long ago was that show? Like 5 days ago? It was like Friday. It was last Friday, bro. Like, I was just like in a throwback. Like, I just felt like, yo, bro. Like, I grew up on house parties and playing dance hall and being against the wall and having a girl.
Yeah, man.
You ever heard of Bronx Wine?
The Bronx Wine.
The Bronx Wine era was a crazy time.
Yeah, Bronx Wine was crazy, but like 978 dance hall was the wave, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man. It was kind of weird. Some people did it with the swag, but then some people look like they were breaking their backs.
Nah,
like,
you do it with the swag.
We
had swag.
Yeah, he had to get the swag for it. So I know, like, that must be huge for you. I know being out here, I used to do a lot of the under 21s and stuff like that, and that's how I met Knowledge, J Biz, all these guys. So I actually saw the picture with you with Knowledge. That's the first time y'all met?
Yeah, that was the first time I met him, bro. That was the first time, like, I officially got to meet him. And like, everybody, like, they were all looking at me like, yo, this nigga like, I was starstruck, bro. I was like, yo, like, y'all don't even know.
They don't even know. That was huge, bro.
It's like local legends.
Yo, 08 back then, like, yo, like.
I felt like they didn't believe me for a second, but I was like, really, like, my adrenaline was going, because I was like, yo, you guys started this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really set a wave for, like, artists like me, you know what I'm saying? Like myself and a lot of people in the 978 area to, like, just take it there, you know what I'm saying? And like, their buzz was crazy when, like, it was their time.
Knowledge was nuts, bro.
Knowledge was stupid. P used to actually work with Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Very close. Like, he brought Knowledge, you know what I'm saying, to the team and like Free World Music and all that. But yeah, bro, like, Knowledge was stupid.
Yeah, bro. That's my dude. We're working on a few things right now, a few tracks. We got a few tracks out here, dog.
Great guy.
Yo,
he need that collab,
dude. Yeah, I'm the one in the comment. I put it in the comment. I'm like, yo,
I saw that.
We need a collab between y'all two, because that would be crazy.
That would be crazy,
bro.
I'm 1,000% with that, bro. Like,
yo, creatively in the studio, that dude, what he can do, man, it's awesome. So it's dope that that you're a fan of it.
Yeah, you got the connection.
I like his energy too. He's a good dude, you know.
Yeah, big up 978 in the building for sure.
Yeah,
love that.
For real. New England in general, everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's starting to I like how people are like starting to come together, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring ideas to the table, and like, everybody's just working together right now, and like that's really how you get the motion going. That's really how you get the flow going, by just like using the resources that surround you. That's what Atlanta does. That's what Houston does.
I was just about to say,
1000%.
you probably picked it up being down there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like a lot of local shit. They're like, yo, man, I'm fucking with like Houston, like, and I'm just like, bet, like that's how I gotta be over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta like.
We've
you know
talked about this on the
1000%.
show.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an
million times.
artist. Y'all got a podcast. Niggas DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like we work. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all like, okay, let's do something. And here we are. You know what I'm saying?
1000%,
Like I'm
bro.
here. Like doing this interview. Like that's how I gotta be. 80 too. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with 80 a lot recently now too, and it's dope. Like
Yeah.
just coming back home and like really fucking with people who it's like the arm's reach, you know what I'm saying? It's like right there. What are you doing looking so far? Like there's
Yes.
people right next to
Right
you doing
here.
it.
Bro,
Doing
you
it. Yeah.
People have that
So-
mentality like you got
Dude.
like you kissing ass or this is I gotta
Nah,
be
bro.
man, and that's why like there's so much respect that you came and you touched base with us here, man,
Yeah,
because
bro. Yeah.
you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to be
but
here.
likewise,
to rock with
you know
us.
what I'm saying? You guys didn't have to have me here, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys as well for having me here, you know?
Yeah, and I really
Means a
appreciate
lot.
that outlook because I met you last year. I did
Yeah.
your party last year.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you did an event with Fingers.
Yeah, earlier
Now
this
it's
year.
just with us.
Now
this
I
past
gotta get on
weekend.
one.
Yeah, now Cammy's got to do
Yeah,
one with
no,
you. Like so,
100%.
real.
so. But I love that message because again, so many local artists, and I'm sure across the country for different markets, like they don't understand how important that is that we can all build and grow and support each other in different ways. You guys are about to do some collab apparently. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
for real.
And obviously we're gonna be supporting you the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on the local level, like we have your records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we play your records as well. Famous is obviously pushing you all the way.
Yeah.
Nico, shout out Nico, who's part of our team.
Shout out Nico.
Dude, the second
bro.
I met Nico, he brought up your name. Like he's such a
Yeah.
supportive guy. I love
Yeah,
Nico.
bro. I've known Nico since Nico used to sing like in the intercom the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Like at like
Word.
6 years old, I was like, yo, who's this kid? Got all the girls.
he
I
got
was
that
like, yo,
energy.
who's this
Yeah,
kid, bro? Like,
yeah,
you know
he
what
got
I'm
that
saying?
energy.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, so you got definitely good people around you, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you pulling up to the
Yeah,
to
bro.
the studio here and on the show. Again, you can follow him at Heartbreak MOSA online on Instagram. Listen to the project, and
My SoundCloud got all the lit shit though, for real. Like really
I was
got
going
some-
through that earlier
You
today,
go through
bro.
my SoundCloud, I really
Yeah.
got some serious shit out there. It's just like I just, you know what I'm saying? I just try to do the discography on all platforms a little more strategically.
Mm-hmm.
We have to
You
think about it too
experiment
much.
more on the
yeah,
SoundCloud,
but yeah,
so-
SoundCloud is just like, bro, like I won't even announce that I posted something. I'll just post something, and if somebody catches it, they catch it, and I'll take it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you're reading this, it's too late.
For real, type shit. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, bro.
like now seeing where you are now, looking back and looking forward, where do you see, or where do you want to see yourself in like 5 years?
Bro, like I want to sell out arenas, bro. Like I really want to just make a big impact in any industry that I touch, like clothing, the food industry, even music industry, of course, gaming, sports, like I just want this shit to be like the craziest machine, like, you know what I'm saying, in the music business. Like I see a lot of people and how they do it firsthand, and like I you know what I'm saying, I feel like I know I could take it there and take it to that level. But my first goal and my first dream, that I've always envisioned, was like sell out an arena and like walk out to that one song that's gonna be like the one, and like all the flashlights on and everybody's like, you know what I'm saying? And, like every year, like the vision gets clearer and clearer to me. Like at first, like when I was like 12 and I envisioned this, like it was just, I would see flashlights in a big stadium, and then like the next year I'd see me walking out and it's like big stadium, I see who's with me, and then next year after that, like I see my outfit now, like I'm like, yo, man, I'm rocking this time, and then after that, like I'm seeing specific people in the crowd, the signs, I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying, like it just
That's
starts getting
facts.
clearer
Yeah,
and
that's
clearer
facts.
every day until like until that moment when it hits, you know what I'm saying, when that moment hits, like everybody's gonna know.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
gonna be a big moment.
You
like,
got a great head on your shoulders,
Thank
man,
you.
and you
Yeah,
got a great
thank you.
team around you. I mean, you're super talented. So, I mean,
Yeah.
DJs, if you aren't playing MOSA, then you're fucking up for real.
yeah, bro.
Yo, and as guys that are in heavy rotation, we're going to be playing your tracks out
Thank
here.
you.
We're going to make
Big
sure
time.
to spread that and
Thank you.
make sure that we send the trend to, for other DJs to play your music out
Yeah.
here, because you got some bops.
Thank you,
some
bro.
good
Thank
shit
you.
on
I
there.
gotta send
And-
y'all the exclusives, I gotta send
Yeah,
y'all-
yeah, please
now
do.
we're talking.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
And I just hope that artists that are listening to local artists or underground artists are listening, or DJs that know other artists, please send this episode to them, because so much inspiration here, so many gems. As someone who's been going through it, has gone through it, and is just constantly growing from it, I think last Kemi said, you have a great head on your shoulders, and
you.
you've said some things that have inspired me. So
Thank you.
it's been a huge pleasure to have you on the show, man, for real.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying,
Thank
for
you, bro.
having me on the show. It means a lot. And be seeing you guys again sometime.
100%.
maybe
We're
soon,
definitely
you know what
partying
I'm saying?
again.
Yeah,
There's no
for
question
sure,
about that.
For sure.
There's no question about that. And every time it's going to be bigger. Make sure you follow him again on Instagram at Heartbreak MOSA. Check out his SoundCloud, as you mentioned. That's soundcloud.com/Heartbreak MOSA. Follow the podcast at But I Know the DJ. Follow Dope Entertainment Official. Follow your host. Give me snacks. KMEV with 3 M's. That's the first time I ever fucked that up.
I know.
And then Fingers Live with a Z. Again, Mosa, thanks so much for being on the show today. It's been a great time talking with you, bro.
Hell yeah. Thank you.